This is the Sony WH-1000XM3s that I purchased to replace my old headphones, the Bose QC15s, because I wanted better noise canceling and so that I can focus and be more productive while studying at home. Getting right into it, the noise canceling aspect of these headphones is simply amazing. It lasts me a full 12 hours of studying and 3/4 of the following day before having to charge it. The charging itself does only take around 2 hours, so it's not a big issue for me. This is the biggest reason why I chose these headphones. I was originally considering buying AirPod Pros because, having loved the regular AirPods, I thought that I could just switch to the Pros since they now had the noise canceling feature. But after reading reviews, the battery doesn't really last very long while noise canceling, only like 3 to 4 hours, so that was definitely a negative aspect for me and what led me to purchase these. While I use these headphones, I can still hear people talking, of course, but it's more muffled, and as for my air conditioning or my fan, I can't really hear any of that, so the noise canceling is really great. The cups on these headphones are shallow in comparison to my previous ones, which I actually prefer. It doesn't touch my ears and doesn't feel hollow, if that makes sense. My previous Bose ones are a bit more deeper, as you could see in this video, and when I put it around my ears, it feels a little bit more airy as opposed to secure. But just to note, in case you do have larger ears or ears that stick out, this is something to take note of. As you can see here, it's a bit bulkier than my QC15s, but just as comfy, if not comfier. The cup size is approximately the same in length and width, it's just a little bit thicker, the Sony's versus the Bose. That doesn't bother me, it's very comfy, so I actually don't really mind the size at all. One thing I would note is that the Sony's are made of a more matte material that can easily get fingerprints in comparison to my old headphones, but that's not a big of a deal and it still looks really pretty, so I don't mind. The controls on the side of the cups are a welcomed feature that I didn't have on my QC15s. So you can swipe forward or back to switch songs and up and down to switch the volume. It's a little bit finicky because you can accidentally switch songs when you want to change the volume, but once you get the hang of it, it's perfectly fine. I am by no means an audiophile, so I can't give you a well-rounded review in that area, but as an average consumer, these sound amazing. The bass is more prominent here than on my QC15s, and I feel more immersed in my music. I listen to lots of lo-fi hip-hop while I study, and the noise canceling plus the music drowns out any and all noise so that I don't get distracted with the other people around me. My only small issue is that I have to disconnect from one device before connecting to another. That's not a deal breaker for me because I'm at my desk 90% of the time and I don't commute, so it stays connected onto my computer the majority of the time. As for the Bluetooth, I can walk around my entire home, including the basement and the deck, with no problems. When I first connected my headphones on my Mac, the quality of the music was terrible, and I found that I had to switch the settings on my Mac in order for the quality of the sound to mirror that of my iPhone or iPad. I never knew this was the case before since I mainly use wired headphones, but it's something to take note of when using Bluetooth headphones on a Mac. Basically, what you want to do is just download an app developer extension on the Apple website, which I've linked down below, and basically download it onto your computer, and this allows you to force your computer to use the codec aptX, AAC, SBO instead of the lower quality SCO. I'm sorry if I'm not using the proper music jargon. I'm very inexperienced in this kind of things, but I thought I would take the time to show you something that I didn't previously know. So anyway, once you download that and follow the instructions and force use these specific codecs, then it should all work. Sometimes it gets a little bit finicky, and if you just change your sound settings to the input as the internal speakers on your Mac instead of the headphones, it should do the trick, and everything should work fine. So lastly, is this good? For a student who loves studying at the library and now finds herself having to study and be productive at home, this is a game changer. I was skeptical at first because I didn't think noise canceling could get any better from when I had my old headphones, but it has 100%, and I don't regret my purchase. And on top of that, the sound quality is top notch for an average consumer like me, and I would definitely recommend checking it out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week.